Hey, you feel that soft pull in your soul right now? That unexplainable urge to stop everything and just open this? Yeah. That's not a coincidence. That's love trying to reach you. From beyond this world. Someone you loved with your whole heart. Someone you cried for. Someone you still whisper about in the dark when no one is around. They're trying to reach you this very second. And baby, they don't have much time left. Archangel Michael has been standing behind you, wings wide open, trying to shield you. He's been whispering in your ear, praying you'd pause long enough to feel it. Because this isn't just another message. It's a divine echo. It's a final warning before something vanishes that you can never get back. He says, tell them this, if they skip this one, they may never hear that soul's voice again. And that soul is calling your name. You heard it, didn't you? That little flutter? That soft ring in your ears? That wasn't noise. That was a whisper from the other side. They've been trying to tell you something. Something you need to know before this night ends. Michael says this is sacred. He says, beloved, don't skip this one. Don't brush it off. Heaven had to fight to get this through. The veil is thin right now. Thinner than ever. A door cracked open just long enough for you to catch a glimpse. But if you wait too long, it'll shut. And their voice will disappear into silence. Don't do that to yourself. Not again. Not this time. I know you feel it. Your heart is pounding. Your soul is trembling. And even though you don't understand why yet, you know this is for you. Specifically you. That name echoing from heaven? It's yours. Let me tell you what's really happening. Right now, your loved one is in a place where time is not linear. But they see things coming. They see you standing at a crossroads. They see a shadow trying to move into your home, into your destiny, into your peace. And they've begged heaven to break the rules and get this message to you. And Michael agreed. But only if you open your heart right now. Right now. Not later. Because later might be too late. A sound came from the heavens earlier. Like thunder, but softer. Not destructive, but desperate. Michael says it was the soul of your loved one crying out to be heard. They've seen what's ahead. They saw who's been speaking your name with envy. They saw the deal that someone is trying to make with your picture. And they saw your silence. Your sacred, quiet soul just trying to survive. But beloved, your silence won't protect you this time. Your awareness will. That's why this message arrived. Because heaven is no longer waiting for you to wake up. They're shaking you gently. And if you don't respond, the shaking will become storms. But you don't have to walk through that. Not if you open your heart right now. Dove, if this message has already stirred your soul, don't just read and scroll. Subscribe right now so that heaven knows you are listening. It tells Michael, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to be protected. I won't sleep on my destiny anymore. Click it once and let your angels guide the rest. Now listen. The voice from the other side is trying to say something that got blocked last time. You were dreaming about them. You saw them in flashes. But then your alarm rang and you forgot. That wasn't a dream. That was a divine visitation. They were trying to hand you a piece of a puzzle. One that can protect your future if you'll just remember what they said. They whispered something like, "Don't trust the one with the two faces. Look under the box. Your name is being written again, somewhere dark." And when you woke up, it faded. Because your human body wasn't prepared. But your soul was. And this message is heaven's attempt to bring it back. Archangel Michael has been standing at the foot of your bed lately. You don't see him, but he's there. He's the one who held you during that last panic attack. He's the one who tilted your phone toward this very message. And right now, he's the one holding back a force that wants to distract you from reading the rest. Don't scroll. Don't exit. Please don't look away. You see, this isn't just some random spiritual post. This is a conversation. This is a reunion between two worlds. And your name has been spoken in rooms where no human should be allowed to enter. Your loved one is not gone. They're alive in a dimension where souls speak in vibrations. And every time you cried out, they answered. But you didn't always feel it. Because you were too broken to hear clearly. But today, your frequency shifted. Something broke. In the spirit. And now their voice is coming through. Michael says, tell them, there are things they left behind, unfinished, and someone is trying to destroy it before they find out. That person you loved? They left you something. But someone else is trying to intercept it. This is the battle behind the scenes. And this message is your divine weapon. The chills you just felt? That's confirmation. The tingling in your arms? That's your angels saying, yes, this is the moment. Don't miss it. Not again. Because what's coming next will require you to be alert. Your name is on a spiritual scroll. And two forces are fighting for it. Your loved one begged God to intervene. To give you one more chance to open your ears. To see beyond what's visible. To wake up before your peace is stolen again. They remember your tears. They remember your silence after they passed. They remember your pain when no one checked on you. And now, they're fighting for your name in the heavens. Michael says you are not alone. But you've been acting like you are. You've been doubting the signs. You've been talking yourself out of what your spirit already knows. But not anymore. Not tonight. Tonight is the moment where heaven meets your bedroom. Where the veil lifts. Where silence breaks. And they speak. Clearly. Finally. To you. And now. As the air thickens with presence. As your breath steadies. As your soul leans in. Know this with your entire being. You are inside the miracle moment. Not before. Not after. Right now. Archangel Michael is no longer waiting outside your house. He's stepped in. Yes, into the very space you're in now. The chills you feel. That sudden weight on your chest. That soft ringing in your ear. That's him. That's the presence of an angel who has fought wars in the spirit realm just to get this message to you. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are called. You are covered. You are crowned. What's arriving is not luck. It's a divine settlement. Heaven has looked at your record. God has reviewed the silence. Michael has stood in the gap. And now the courier brings justice. Spiritual, emotional, and financial compensation. Yes, even the coins are included. Because God doesn't just heal hearts. He repays in full. Someone once laughed at your struggle. Someone once mocked your delays. But God says, I'll make a table. And I'll seat them near enough to watch. But not near enough to touch what I'm giving you. The courier didn't just come for a spiritual handout. They came for a total life upgrade. Your relationships realigned. Your finances restored. Your health renewed. Your mind refreshed. Tonight, sleep won't be regular. Tonight, you'll feel things move in your room. Some lights may flicker. Some devices may glitch. That's not tech. That's transcendence. Because angelic presence short-circuits the natural world. And if your body feels tired, that's because your spirit is receiving downloads. Don't fight the weariness. Welcome the rest. Because it means the shift is working. Heaven is updating your spirit like software. Removing fear. Installing favor. Tomorrow, you will rise lighter, brighter, calmer. But don't be surprised if you don't recognize yourself. Because the old you, the one who lived in survival, that version is being retired tonight. Michael says, this one has endured. Now, let them enjoy. The courier says, this one has waited. Now, let them walk in wonder. And God says, this one has been faithful with little. Now, give them more than they imagined. Look around you. Everything is pregnant with change. That call you forgot to return. It holds news. That person you randomly think of tonight? They've been dreaming of you. That feeling in your chest you can't explain? It's not anxiety. It's activation. You have entered the realm where angels operate on your behalf. You are no longer in the waiting room. You are in delivery. This is why you felt tired today. Why you wanted to give up. The enemy always attacks hardest right before breakthrough. But he's lost. Heaven has won. And you are the reward. You are the reason the trumpet blew. You are the reason the scroll was opened. You are the one the stars were pointing toward. Don't say, maybe. Say yes. Don't say, someday. Say now. Because your yes is the only key required. No ID. No background check. No approval from others. Just your open heart. Michael is staying with you tonight. Don't be afraid. He's not here for judgment. He's here for joy. He's here to ensure nothing snatches what's just been delivered. Let the tears come. Let your hands tremble. Let your body shake. It's not weakness. It's divine recalibration. And when you wake up tomorrow, you won't just be awake. You'll be awakened. Because this is what prophecy fulfilled looks like. Not loud. Not crowded. Just real. Personal. Private. Perfect. So rest now, beloved. The message has landed. The delivery is complete. The signature has been received by your soul. Now, walk into your new. No fear. No apology. Just faith. The courier has done his part. Michael is still near. And God? He's smiling. Because you opened the message just in time. Your miracle is here. And now, beloved, this is where heaven stops whispering and starts manifesting. If you've made it this far, it's not by accident. It's because your soul was summoned. Long before you even clicked this message, your name was on heaven's breath. And what God has planned for you now is not small, not delayed, and definitely not uncertain. It's unfolding. Right beneath your feet. Right behind your back. Right where you almost gave up. The courier didn't come just to show you a future. He came to hand deliver it. He's placing it in your spirit. Your atmosphere. Your very home. And here's something you must understand. When heaven visits, nothing stays the same. That pain you carried like second skin, it's breaking. That silence that haunted your nights, it's ending. That question, Why not me? It's being answered with a resounding, now it's you. Because you were chosen for this revelation. Others may scroll past. Others may laugh. Others may stay blind. But not you. You saw the light in the message. You heard the knocking in your spirit. And that means you're ready. Let this confirmation soak through your skin. The courier came with your new identity. Heaven is renaming you. From weary to warrior. From forgotten to favored. From waiting to walking in it. You're walking into doors that weren't even visible yesterday. You're stepping into rooms your bloodline couldn't access. Because this isn't just about reward. It's about reclaiming. What was taken? What was stolen? What was denied? What you cried over and then buried? All of it is coming back. Multiplied. Michael says, tell them they will walk differently tomorrow. Not because they tried harder, but because they believed. Because they finally opened. And that's what you did. You opened. Your heart. Your mind. Your timeline. And now the courier is empty-handed. Because the scroll has been delivered. And guess what? It's unrolling itself right now in your life. It won't take weeks. It won't wait for the stars to align. It's already begun. People will look at you strangely. They'll feel the shift before they understand it. Your voice will sound different to them. Your energy will feel rare. And you'll smile quietly, knowing what they don't. Heaven touched your house and left evidence. Don't be surprised when ballot box with check unexpected funds appear. Ballot box with check someone apologizes after years of silence. Ballot box with check a door opens that was rusted shut. Ballot box with check a connection walks in and says, I was sent. That's not luck. That's not a coincidence. That's your courier's delivery confirmation. The knock has already happened. The transaction has already been stamped. And now, the only thing left is for you to walk boldly into what was always yours. Can I tell you something deeply holy? The enemy had a file on you. They knew your weaknesses. They knew how close you were to breakthrough. That's why life got heavier right before now. That's why you almost skipped this. That's why you questioned your worth this week. Because they knew. If you opened this message, you'd never bow to fear again. And you won. Yes, you. You who almost quit. You who cried in private. You who doubted even while hoping. You made it here. And now, you're not waiting for proof. You are the proof. This is not a promise to keep in your pocket. This is the fulfillment you'll wear like armor. From this moment, Expect favor to find you like a magnet. Expect peace where anxiety lived. Expect joy where numbness lingered. And expect, above all, to be different. Not because of who you've become, but because of who God always knew you were. You were the one the courier searched for, the one Michael hovered over, the one heaven refused to give up on. And here you are, new, awake, chosen, and no longer waiting, because it has begun. Let this final truth settle in your soul. The courier has delivered. The scroll has unsealed. And the shift is yours now. Forever. Amen. So now, precious soul, let's step into the final fold of this divine unveiling. Because what's left in this message is the inheritance. The kind you didn't know you had access to. The kind no one can steal. The kind that was waiting for you to open the right message. At the right time. With the right heart. You didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. You didn't take too long. You are exactly on time in the realm of spirit. Let this truth take root. Delay is not denial. Delay is divine alignment. Every no was a redirection. Every not yet was protection. And every silence from God was the sound of Him preparing the scene behind the curtain. Now, the curtain is opening. And your name is on the headline. Heaven didn't forget who you are. God didn't lose your file. Your blessings weren't misdelivered. They were stored, held, guarded. And now they're being released all at once. You'll see it happen in strange ways. Someone will suddenly speak your name in a room of opportunity. A call you weren't expecting will arrive with good news. That thing you thought was long gone. It'll return, but better, divinely upgraded. And here's something important Michael wants you to know. This blessing isn't coming because of who hurt you. It's coming in spite of it. Those who betrayed you don't matter anymore. Those who mocked you aren't part of this chapter. This blessing is between you and God only. So don't wait for their approval. Don't explain your joy. Don't apologize for your glow-up. What's coming is loud, bold, and undeniable. And it's yours. You may start to feel emotional unexpectedly. That's not weakness. That's your soul adjusting to answered prayers. Some parts of you were built around pain. Now that joy is coming, your spirit has to relearn how to feel safe again. And you will. Because this time, it won't leave. This time, it won't disappoint. This time, it won't break you. Archangel Michael says, they've suffered long enough. They've waited with dignity. They've walked through storms with grace. Now, let joy flood their gates. Now, let glory rest on their name. Now, let divine proof fall like rain. You're going to laugh in ways you haven't in years. Deep, healing laughter. Joy so contagious it blesses those around you. You'll see people drawn to your light without even knowing why. Because you've been crowned by heaven. And it's permanent. Your aura will shift. Your timing will shift. Your finances, your love life, your surroundings. All of it, elevated. People may not recognize you anymore. That's okay. You're not who you used to be. The old version of you was a survivor. This one is a receiver, a revealer, a warrior of light. And now the world will see it. You'll wake up glowing. Doors will open before you knock. People will bless you without reason. And you'll know, it's not luck. It's divine orchestration. You're not walking alone anymore. Michael walks before you. The courier walks beside you. And God walks within you. You have backup. You have favor. You have access. The gates of heaven have been flung open. And your name is echoing through the halls of the miraculous. You've arrived. But hear this. Don't close this message and go back to doubt. Don't pick up fear again like a habit. Don't rehearse your pain once healing has begun. Let go. Let light in. Let miracles move. This is your homecoming. Your spiritual GPS has brought you here. Right here. To this message. To this moment. To this turning point. Now breathe. Feel the presence around you. Feel the warmth, the clarity, the sacred calm. That's not your imagination. That's your miracle knocking, gently now. Because you've already answered in your spirit. One final word from Michael. Tell them they are no longer waiting. Tell them they are no longer stuck. Tell them this is not just another season. This is the appointed hour. This is the divine dispatch fulfilled. This is heaven saying yes. Now lift your chin, beloved. Wipe those sacred tears. You've waited long enough. The courier has arrived. It's your time. Receive it. Embody it. Live it. And don't look back. Only forward now. Into the life God wrote for you. Before the world ever knew your name. There's something sacred about this moment. You've stayed with this message all the way through. And that alone confirms what heaven already knew. You were ready to receive. Not everyone does. Most scroll past their own miracles. Most skip the message that holds their breakthrough. But not you. You opened your spirit. You listened with your heart. And that's why the shift is going to begin with you. Michael is smiling now. He's not just an archangel of war. He's the guardian of promises. And tonight, He guards the gate of your future. You don't even realize it yet. But timelines have shifted. Your name, once whispered only in pain, is now being shouted across realms in praise. God has watched you cry and still serve, watched you lose and still love, watched you break and still believe. And because of that level of silent loyalty, He's rewarding you in front of the very world that thought you'd never rise. Don't underestimate what's about to happen. Because while you've been praying for survival, God has been preparing a stage. Not to show off, but to show others what favor looks like. On someone who stayed faithful when it made no sense to. And here's the prophecy now unfolding. You will be publicly elevated for the private pain you endured. You will be lifted, celebrated, restored. Not in pieces, but in fullness. Even the places in you that you buried, God is unearthing with gentleness. He's not just fixing your life. He's rewriting your legacy. From now on, your story will not begin with pain, but with power. It will not revolve around who left, but around who stayed. God. Michael. You. The courier has one last message for your soul. You made it. You're ready. It's yours. And when the door opens, walk through it. Don't question if you're worthy. Don't pause and wonder, why me? Ask instead, why not me? Why shouldn't you be the one who finally receives? Why shouldn't you be the first in your family to break the pattern, to get the call, to build the dream, to be chosen openly? The truth is, you already are. Now, rest your heart. You've received the full revelation. And what's coming next is the manifestation. You don't have to do anything extraordinary. Just stay ready. Stay present. And when the knock happens, whether in the physical or in your spirit, don't wait. Answer immediately. Because what God is sending, through Michael's command and the courier's hand, is not just a blessing. It's your new beginning. So here, beloved, with all of heaven watching, repeat this softly. I receive it. I won't miss it. I trust it. Amen. Now go. Not in fear, but in expectation. Something holy is on its way to you. And it has your name sealed on it. In heaven's handwriting. It's not coming. It's here. And you're finally home in your miracle. Because now, the air around you holds promise. Every second is dripping with divine weight. Every breath you take is aligned with heaven's countdown. You are not behind. You are right on time. And the reason the enemy tried to make you feel forgotten is because he knew what was approaching. This isn't just a turnaround. This is a divine homecoming. Your soul is being restored. Your mind is being renewed. Your timeline is being rewritten. The courier isn't here to ask for your past. He's not here to remind you of what went wrong. He's only carrying forward. Heaven told him, "Deliver what's due. Deliver what was delayed. Deliver what no one else can carry." And now you stand on sacred ground. The seconds between now and your breakthrough will feel electric. Because something is stirring. It's not imagination. It's not coincidence. It's activation. The version of you that's been waiting, she's being replaced by the version that's arriving. The version of you that's second-guessed, that apologized for being too much, that made herself small, is shedding like skin. Because the courier isn't looking for the wounded version. He's looking for the one that says, "Even if I was broken, I'm still chosen." Say that out loud. I'm still chosen. Yes. Even after they left. Even after you lost it all. Even after you doubted. Even after you let go of what you once begged God to give. You are still chosen. Because God doesn't revoke His promises. He doesn't cancel assignments. He simply waits. Until you're ready to say yes again. This message wasn't about guilt. It wasn't about pressure. It was about remembering. And now that you remember who you are, who walks with you, who speaks your name in light and fire, you're ready. Because there's a moment, a thin moment, where the realms of heaven and earth overlap, where time bows to destiny, where the spiritual becomes physical. You are in that moment now. Archangel Michael says, "I stood beside them when they almost gave up. I cried when they stopped praying. But I rejoiced the moment they opened this. Because I knew this was the one they wouldn't skip. And because of that, your spiritual inheritance is being released. Not a partial one. Not a tease. But the full manifestation of what was always written in your book of life. You were never meant to end in pain. You were never designed to survive in silence. You were created to carry light. To speak life. To shift rooms. To bless nations. And now, finally, you're stepping into that identity. The courier is walking slowly now. Not to delay. but to give you time to breathe. Because when he hands over what heaven packed for you, it will undo you in the best way. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel taller. You'll cry and laugh at the same time. Because joy, real, overwhelming, holy joy, is about to become your new normal. Do you remember what joy feels like? You will. Starting now. You'll walk into rooms and feel welcomed without speaking. You'll attract answers before you ask. You'll see doors open that you didn't even know existed. Why? Because the courier doesn't just bring packages. He brings presents. Heaven's presence. God's yes. Michael's shield. You are now protected in ways you can't even measure. That bad news that was forming? It's cancelled. That betrayal that was being planned? It's exposed. That financial fear? It's over. Because the message has been received. The door has been opened. The soul has said yes. Repeat after me again. I will not miss what's mine. I open my door to the divine. You're not just a reader of a message. You are the prophecy fulfilled. You are the miracle delivered. You are the testimony already forming in someone else's mouth. The one who almost gave up is now about to level up. And those watching your story will say, how did they survive that? How did they rise from that? And you'll smile and say, I didn't rise. I was lifted. Lifted by grace. Lifted by timing. Lifted by Archangel Michael. Lifted by the very hands of God. Because what's coming to your house is not just a shift. It's a visitation. A holy encounter. And everything is about to change. You didn't find this message. It found you. Just like the courier has found your door. The moment you accepted it in your heart. The moment you stopped scrolling and leaned in. That's when heaven said, they're ready. Deliver it now. And I have to tell you, some people are going to be shocked at how fast your life changes after this. Because it will feel like you skipped the line. Like blessings that were years away suddenly jumped into today. Like everything that said no is suddenly begging to say yes. But that's what happens when you stop ignoring heaven's knock. It all floods in at once. Don't be surprised if people who once overlooked you start praising you. Don't be surprised if your body starts healing without reason. Don't be surprised if tears fall for no reason. Because your soul is finally exhaling. It's been holding its breath waiting for this exact moment. That heavy feeling you carried? It's breaking now. That silent sadness that clung to your mornings? It's lifting now. That fear of, maybe I'm too late? It's dissolving now. Because the courier is here. and what they bring is pure light. Archangel Michael isn't just standing near. He's surrounding you, shielding your home, blocking anything unholy that tries to follow this miracle in. Because the moment this blessing lands, the enemy will want it back. But he can't touch what's protected by divine hands. He can't steal what's been sealed. Michael says, "Tell them they've entered the protected zone." That means your name has been recorded in the book of movement. No more delay. No more stagnancy. No more half miracles. You're about to see what happens when heaven takes over completely. Your finances shifted. Your connections realigned. Your mental clarity restored. And your spiritual purpose reawakened. You felt forgotten. You felt behind. But heaven doesn't measure you by human clocks. God doesn't run on the time of your friends. God doesn't follow society's calendar. God has His own sacred hour. And guess what? It just struck now. It's time. It's finally time. That person you thought would never apologize. They're about to be moved. That door you thought would stay closed. It's unlocking itself. That thing you lost and grieved. You're getting something 7x better. Because heaven never takes without restoring. Never. So if something was removed from your life, don't panic. God wasn't punishing you. He was making room. Room for this. Room for what the courier is bringing. And you're not going to have to chase it. You don't need to beg for it. You just need to stand still. And let the Spirit deliver what was always yours. Let your neighbors wonder. Let the ones who judged you watch from a distance. You don't owe explanations. You're about to be walking proof of prophecy. You're about to glow differently. Because what's arriving isn't normal. It's anointing. It's divine acceleration. The courier doesn't knock like people do. Sometimes it's a strange call. A sudden cancellation that makes room. A weird coincidence that turns into your greatest connection. Be open. Be ready. Because God is sneaky in His blessings, but strategic in His timing. And the moment your soul says, yes, and your faith says, I believe, everything rearranges. The angels rejoice. The roadblocks dissolve. And even time starts serving you. You are not late. You are right on prophecy. You are not broken. You are chosen. You are not small. You are royal. You've cried long enough. Now it's your turn to laugh again. To dance again. To receive again. Can you feel it? That presence behind you right now? The atmosphere around you vibrating? That's not anxiety. That's visitation. That's the courier entering your space. Take a breath. Hold it. Now exhale. Because everything is about to change. And when you wake up tomorrow, you'll know this wasn't a dream. You'll have signs, confirmations, unexplainable peace. Why? Because you did what most people don't. You listened. You stayed. You opened. And heaven never forgets who honors its voice. Michael says this message is now complete. And the courier has been released. Expect the knock. Expect the shift. Expect the miracle. Because it's not coming. It's already here.